Well, let's bring in Kyaw Win, the Executive Director of the Burma Human Rights Network. He joins us via Skype from London. Sir, thank you for joining us here on Al Jazeera. The situation just seems to keep on getting worse in Myanmar, and now what we're getting is this report, basically an estimated 100,000 people being displaced by new fighting. How do you assess the situation in that country right now?
Thanks, Barbara, for having me today. It is a humanitarian catastrophe is on its way. As you see, not only in Kyaw Win state, around the country, currently because of the military ruthless operation, there are several, nearly 900 people has been killed so far, including children and women, and there are people are now desperate to defend themselves, and unfortunately, you see the international community is failing, especially UN. UN is, failing to protect the people of Burma from the ruthless military regime.
What's also happening is that a lot of the NGOs that are working there are being prevented from doing their jobs. So Doctors Without Borders, MSF, has just been told effectively that they have to stop their activity in the southeastern city of Dai Wei. So that's going to have an enormous impact there. And the Red Cross, though, in fairness, is actually trying to, I think they had a meeting with the junta. But how key are these NGOs in trying to alleviate the suffering of the people in Myanmar?
You see, the junta, the fascist military is, they are not caring about international law. They are violating all international law and norms. And this is very important thing that international community, that the neighboring countries and ASEAN and European Union, US and UK, all should stand up against that kind of inhumane, ruthless, brutality. Because in 21st century, we cannot allow this can happen. Because you see that the thousands of HIV patients are under the control, under the care of MSF, and their future is very danger now. And there are thousands of disabled people, pregnant women, and elder people, children. Their healthcare issue is totally at risk. And also, you see that the hundreds of thousands of people are now fleeing to the jungle. Their safety, their security is totally at risk now.
We're several months into this. The junta had a coup at the beginning of February and have obviously tried to suppress all kinds of protests against it since then. Do you think that Myanmar is now effectively heading into a full-blown civil war?
Look, Burma has been under a civil war since several decades, but now it has become a full-blown in many parts of Burma. So right now, in four or five states, the major war is going on in Chin State, Kachin State, Sagaing region, and Karenni in Kyaw Win State. And these 5 states has produced hundreds of thousands of IDPs now. And their safety and security is totally, there is no plan, there is no any pressure on Burmese military, there is no any accountability, because the crime against humanity is repeatedly happening in Burma. Genocide this military has committed genocide in 2017 against the Rohingya people. And the same military now committing a crime against humanity. Where is the accountability? Where is the reaction? The international accountability will take time, but at the same time, the crimes they are committing, they keep going on, killing the people and destroying human lives. This should be stopped in some way. There must be some way to stop that. And I think that the international, UN is mainly failing, and they are throwing all the buckets on the head of the ASEAN, which is not right, which is not good. And you see, ASEAN is already divided, and ASEAN and country in the frontline country like Thailand, they have their issue. They are under the pressure from the China, from the Russia. As you see, the Vietnam has requested, reacted on the interest of the Russia for the regarding arms embargo clause in the UNGA resolution. So that kind of behavior is, affecting Burma, people of Burma, and allowing the military to continue the crime against humanity in Burma.
Kyaw Win, Executive Director of the Burma Human Rights Network. Sir, thank you so much for having been with us. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.